Last month, we took a look at a ghost town in Colorado, a mining town, influenced by the boom and bust of resource extraction, taking the town for all it had. But not every ghost town goes bust. Some places remain full of life, bustling with populations of tourists, new industry, and perhaps the souls from those of times past. I'm Nikki, and this is Tales of Two Cities.
Hello?
Welcome.
This is Tales of the Two Cities.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Welcome back to our Halloween marathon of minis. Sit back for yet another tale of a spooky spot, this time way up north. In the northern end of the Alaskan Panhandle is a small but charming town, Skagway. While the continuous population remains around 1,000 people, Skagway is often bustling with tourists as a popular stop for cruise ships. But still, others come to explore the setting of Jack London's book, The Call of the Wild, the aesthetic of an old mining town, and the location of John Wayne's film, North to Alaska. But Skagway is more than just a stop on a cruise or a tourist trap. Skagway has a rich history. The name Skagway is derived from a Tlingit idiom referring to the rough seas of the inlet. The legend tells of a beautiful woman who transformed herself to stone at the Skagway Bay. She now causes the strong channeled winds that blow. Skagway, meaning beautiful woman, was the nickname of this woman known as Canigou. By the late 1800s, settlers had laid claim to homesteads, namely William Moore and his son, Ben Moore. Moore settled the area because he believed it would provide a direct route to potential gold fields. The father and son built a small cabin, a sawmill, and a wharf in anticipation of what was to come. The Klondike Gold Rush changed everything. In 1896, gold was found in the Yukon Territory. Soon, the steamer, Queen, docked at Moore's wharf with a load of prospectors. More ships continued to flood the town, and soon Moore's land was stolen and resold to others. The population soared to 30,000 and was largely American prospectors. Some had realized how difficult the trek to the goldfield would be, while others failed to recognize this and settled for selling supplies and services to miners in town. Within weeks, Skagway had stores, saloons, offices, and brothels to serve the miners. And between 1897 and 1898, Skagway was a lawless town, described by one of the Northwest Mounted Police as, quote, little better than hell on earth. Fights, liquor, and prostitutes were a constant presence in the streets of Skagway. In 1897, the Red Onion Saloon was built and opened in 1898. It was quickly known as the first bordello in Skagway, with white paint and dark trim. By the 1900s, the Red Onion was a popular dance hall with 2 stories and a storefront. Upstairs, 10 rooms were built for the saloon's madam and her girls, where they entertained their clients. Each room had several doors in case a quick exit was necessary. Remember, many of these men were drunk and violent. Customers would pick which girl they'd like to spend time with by choosing one of 10 dolls placed on the bar, each representing a woman upstairs. When the doll was chosen, it was laid down to indicate that she was at work. When her gentleman caller returned downstairs, the doll would again be seated upright to let potential clients know she was now available. The Red Onion changed through time, as newer and bigger dance halls were built. It was used as army barracks, a bakery, laundry, a union hall, a gift shop, a television station, and today is again a bar and museum. There are mannequins in the storefront window and paintings on the walls of the women who once worked at the brothel. The most popular woman, the madam, was named Lydia. She's also the most well-known entity that remains today. Lights are reported to flicker and then sway. Footsteps are heard on the second floor when no one's there, and the strong smell of perfume is noted where extreme cold spots are felt. In one incident in particular, there was a series of loud noises upstairs, so loud and frightening that police were called. As officers approached the stairs, they saw a figure running down the hall and into a room, Lydia's former room. As they followed her, they found nothing. The room was empty. Reports of Lydia watering the plants is common. Remember, she was the madam, and she's known to be hostile to men. But other hauntings are also frequent, though less easily identified as Lydia. In a place like the Red Onion Saloon, there's no doubt some troubled energy. Women entertaining men in rooms with many doors so that they have a quick getaway. Perhaps the wafting perfume is Lydia's. Maybe her hostility to men brings a rush of cold air. And maybe it's just Lydia's way of honoring the woman Skagway is named for, the stone woman bringing forth the brutal wind on the Alaskan panhandle. Thanks for listening. We appreciate each of you. There's more to come in our annual Halloween Marathon of Minis, 8 episodes in October, so stay tuned. We love hearing from you, so hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or email us at talesofthe2citiespodcast@gmail.com. And please rate, review, and subscribe on the listening platform of your choice. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Spotify. We're a bi-weekly podcast, but if you just can't wait for the next episode, head over to our Patreon and pledge for mini episodes and bonus content. And we have merch, so head over to TeePublic and check out some of the badass designs. Again, we appreciate each of you. Thanks for listening. Until next time.